Yes, my name is Kenneth Ellis. I'm the father of the Iraq war veteran that was shot and killed by AP in January 2010. First of all, on the agenda, the public comments are later on in the agenda, and I'd like for the public comments to be. I'm glad that you guys have given us a chance to have a public comment on Mr. Jones's in the curriculum, but you know, the general public comment I think needs to be before any of the hearings or any of the other agenda that's on the schedule. So for the physical fitness, you know, we're training our police in a militarized style. So you know, I think there should be separate standards for the males and the females, just like they do in the military. You know, let's face it, we need more female officers. We need more of that compassion and that. In our law enforcement. So I think that we should model our standards after the military as far as the training and physical fitness requirements. And the shooting standards, you know, we need to get back to community-based policing and to have, you know, instead of emphasizing on the standards in shooting, we should emphasize on the standards in crisis intervention and de-escalation, and you know, let's train our officers to de-escalate and you know, take cover and call for backup, call for crisis intervention folks, and you know, this shoot first and ask questions later thing is getting old. We the community are we're coming together. It's slow, but it's a process that's evolving, and we're going to make sure that our police department, our city administrators, and our servants, our elected officials are doing our will and not the will of special interests. So, you know, the world is watching, so I'll use the mayor's words. This is going to define us, each and every one of us. So we really need to take inventory of ourselves and make good, sound decisions for our community and for our police department. So thank you for your time. Any questions?
Thank you, Kim. Let me just say, I mean, did you have something else you wanted to comment on? We are going to have public comment this afternoon, but I sort of agree with you. It might be kind of tight. Is there something else that you want to at least raise as an issue this morning?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we have a hearing on Mr. John Doyle here in a little while, and I feel like there's a double standard here. We have officers that have. Let's take the officer that shot and killed my son, for instance. He's been proven in a court of law to have violated my son's rights, but yet he's still walking the streets. Matter of fact, he was promoted. He's not been given the, you know, the due process that he did not allow my son. I feel like, you know, Mr. Doyle and Mr. Woverly were thrown under the bus by Albuquerque Police Department in order to stave off a DOJ report. You know, we got officers like Mr. Doyle and Mr. Woverly who are very good at what they do, and they're very sound in their judgments and their use of force. You know, and then we have officers out there that are shooting young men in the back, like Alan Gomez, Mr. Mike Gomez's son was shot in the back. We've had officers that don't need to be officers. So I feel like, you know, what we're doing here is trying to, you know, persecute some good officers and let some of the bad officers skate by. So I really think that we really need to, each and every one of us, you know, this is going to define us, and we're in, you know, the world's watching. So you guys, please try to really think hard about your decision making here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Ellis. That was a concise point, and I appreciate that. So next, please.
Hello, members. I'm Mike Gomez, father of Alan Gomez, who was shot and killed by APD on May 10th, 2011. I'm here because we need, the public needs your help. We need you to take action against officers that don't comply to the rules and that lie in depositions and nothing's done about it. So that's one thing. But now to get to the point about Jack Jones, it seems like he's like a, maybe a kid. You tell your kid what to do. You say, don't go out tonight. Don't do this. You leave, and he does it anyway. He's not telling you anything. He's doing what he wants to do, and that's what you're here for. You're here to oversee things. And don't let this gentleman, even if he's got a lot of knowledge and everything, do what he wants to do. Just like he said that he wasn't going to release any records at all. You know, blatant said that to the public. You know, well, he finally was able to. He finally did. Probably he was forced to. Next
Well,
thing is,
Mr. Gomez, let me jump in for a second. I didn't say this ahead of time, but we try and stay on the issues.
Okay.
And make sure you try and keep your comments to the issues, and I'm gonna allow everybody a little bit of leeway, but as far as personal comments, I prefer that we not go that direction, and I'll try and keep things in
okay,
better.
okay, what about the issue of the complaint of the testing, the cheating in the testing? Have you ever addressed that? The board? Okay, that's something to be addressed. It seems to be, it seems to be put under the rug. And I know a reporter from KOB was on it, and all of a sudden things stopped. And we need those things addressed. And Mr. King, I know you're running for governor, all right? No more of this, I'll think about it, or I'll look at it later. We need something done now. The time to look at it later is over. The public wants something done now. So I appreciate you listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. I appreciate that.